What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Gold-Blooded podcast, man. Episode 11, which would be what in Spanish? Denver.
Once.
W Espanol and things of that nature.
Why you ask Denver though?
I don't know. Actually, I just asked Denver. Is there an agenda you're trying to push right now? So
Nah.
All right, man. So you know.
Oh yeah, because you said dose was 10 last time. So
I'm a man of few languages. I only know 2. So yeah.
Did say dose was 10.
But you know what I'm saying? Welcome back to the episode 11. You know what I'm saying? The season is finally over. Thank the Lord. You feel me? And you may be thinking to yourself, why are you so happy about the season being done? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of watching this team continue to sell games. And we're going to talk about games being sold because, of course, there's always a game being sold in each week. What would a Warriors week be without a game being sold, right? But before we get into that, Denver, Gifted, how are we feeling, bro? The season is finally over. The NBA regular season is done, and the playoffs and play-in are among us. So how y'all feeling?
Season is over, man.
Yeah, man.
Season is done.
Hey, man, I'm hyped for the playoffs, man. The real season's about to start. So
very excited for the playoffs, man. I can't wait to watch other teams in the playoffs. It's gonna be very fun to watch. I love that,
that's what it's the most fun, honestly.
Yeah, and like I love how like Steve Kerr has been waiting for this moment to show us why this is the standard, not the anomaly that last year was. So I'm excited, man.
He did say last year was the exception. This year is the rule. And the rule actually was to be worse than you were last year. So
there you go.
So shout out to Steve Kerr.
To be fair, record-wise, we were better, but seating-wise, we were 4 spots lower.
Yeah, so we were worse. I'm not giving him no bail. He doesn't deserve it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't.
And even then, I think it was only a difference of 2 wins. So exception and rule being 2 wins is really.
He could have been a mid-51 team this year, to be honest, if he actually coached. But chat, like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications to be notified when we upload things of that nature. You feel me? We will be watching postseason games, even if the Warriors aren't here, because it's NBA postseason. Why would we not be here? We're basketball lovers. And yeah, let's get into the first game of this week. We played the Trailblazers, 92-100, in a slugfest. An absolute brawl. A battle of the century. The Warriors go on and absolutely just troll for 3 quarters. And then Steph Curry and the rest of the team comes in and actually puts them away. They go on a 21. I think they will go on like the 21 to something run. I think about 7 points to close out the Trailblazers. In a game where you forced DeAndre Ayton to take like 25 jump shots, because I swear he didn't take any layups in this game. But nonetheless, you go out to win this game. And this game was actually pretty prominent because how it was looking, you were looking like you might be able to snag that 8th seed. But how did y'all feel about this game? And what was anything that stood out to y'all in particular?
Hey, man. Trace Jackson Davis. That was like the one thing that stood out to me, man. 4 blocks. And it really felt like, as we've been saying all season, anytime that he was on the floor, there was a noticeable difference in like the amount of looks that the Blazers were getting like towards the rim. But even then, like Steph had another game where he just couldn't hit anything, and then in the 4th quarter he just has like 12 points, I think it was, or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, this game is a blur.
It was. It definitely was a blur. Unfortunately, chat, there is 2 games that were blur-like. So we will be talking about other things like our favorite moments of the season. Are the 3 worst losses of the year, good and bad. You feel me? We'll be talking about a lot of things later on in the spot, so you can stick around for that. But yeah, for me personally, this game was a blur. But Gifted, what did you think about this game in particular? What did you remember from this game?
Yeah, man. Honestly, bro, I remember watching this game live, like for all 4 quarters, and in the moment watching this game live, like there was a lot of great things that I saw from this Warriors team. Definitely didn't fall asleep during this game in any way. Like I sat and watched Steve Kerr using
Oh, he
Trace
did do
Jackson
that. Wait, no,
in the
stop.
right
Hold
way.
on. I
I
forgot.
didn't.
Listen, to
What
my
you
Gold-Blooded
what you mean?
viewers on YouTube, bro, this nigga was really out here
I remember that.
going out of his way to fall asleep for games multiple times. Nigga
I
fell
remember
asleep
that.
on a Kings game. Nigga fell asleep on a Laker game.
I had
And nigga fell
dyslexia.
asleep on a Trailblazers game. And that's the craziest part. The worst part is the Trailblazers
The-
game. Bro just got up and left. Like he just like he just got up,
Yeah.
left his camera
Like,
on, and just went to
This
sleep.
this one's more forgivable though.
Yeah,
The
it
Laker
was.
game,
Laker game was outrageous. Laker game, you texted chat saying, "Oh,
yeah,
I'll
the
be up
Laker
for
game, that was
9:40."
like, I think that was still, even with this last one, that was still our biggest stream.
Yeah, it
Um,
was.
He
had, like-
said he texted the chat 15 minutes before games, or like, no, it was like an hour before. He was like, "I'm taking a little nap. If I'm not up 15 minutes before game time, text
me,
me
bro.
or call me."
The stuff through
called
the
this-
entire thing.
Yeah,
The entire thing. And I
When
think
I
that
tell
was
you I
the-
heard nothing, like I literally heard like
and he can't chat. I like he
how many?
he came through towards the end of the game or when the game was done, and the nigga you could tell just woke up. And he was like, yeah.
It was literally like 10 minutes after the game had ended, and he just
Yeah.
pops up on
insane,
stage.
man. It was so insane. Yeah. So shout out to Gifted in his terrible sleeping schedule, But yeah, chat, this game was definitely a blur. I'm not gonna lie. Steph did close out this game for us. He was pretty horrible for the most part of this game. That's another thing I actually want to talk about later. It just like Stephen this year and just how weird it's been for him in general, like what to expect from him, honestly, in the postseason, if we're there, if we're in the play-in, or even next year as well, because there's a few indicators that I'm witnessing this year that are just like not good. And I'm a little bit concerned with his play, especially going up against the Kings again, where they're hungry to send you home because you sent them home last year in the biggest game of their career. So I'm interested to see how they contribute, how Steph contributes and what his strengths are going to be going forward. But yeah, not too much from this game, honestly, Chad. I'm not going to lie.
I'm gonna just put these up in the meantime because it sort of goes back into the very next game against the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah. I forgot this was a back-to-back as well.
Yeah.
There was.
Okay. Not bad.
Now you good. TJD, good defense. Ayton, jumper, no good. You run the floor.
You're underwater.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you still are.
Oh my god.
What's good with y'all, man? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe during this little blunder.
I think it's the first.
Oh my god.
First time I had mic technical difficulties while recording live. Man. How do I play back?
Hey, man.
Good defense. All right, that's that. Wait, after this clip, we'll just stop it there. I stop it there, because I don't want no more. You know what I'm saying? Copyright. But chat, yeah, easy win for the Warriors. Actually, no, I lied. Not easy win. They were trolling for most of this game. I actually thought at some point they were gonna lose. So yeah, shout out to the Warriors, obviously, for just trolling like they did all season. And yeah, if we go to the next game, which was a back-to-back on Friday against the New Orleans Pelicans, where we lost 109 to 114. Now, there is so much I actually want to talk about from this game.
Oh man.
But to be honest with you, chat, I actually want to start from the Pelican side of things. I don't even want to start with the Warriors yet. So y'all have to realize what we were going up against this game. The Pelicans came off of a game.
I'll get the second quarter ready, man.
Oh yeah, the Pelicans came off of a game where they played the Sacramento Kings, and they played the Sacramento Kings and proceeded to absolutely destroy them. And what I mean by destroy them, they like manhandle these guys. I'm gonna show you guys right now. They beat them 135 to 123, high scoring affair. And just to show you the box score really quickly, Zion Williamson had 31 points, and he shot efficiently. Obviously, Kings defense interior sucks. He can get what he wants. Is there anything else that stands like chat? Trey Murphy, 6 of 12, 27 points, 7 of 14 from the field, 7 of 8 at the free throw line. CJ McCollum
9
hit
threes for
9
CJ
threes
McCollum
on 31 points. So
5 points today.
when after this Trailblazer game was done, and I seen the New Orleans Pelicans put up this performance, I'm like, okay, so shooting variants are probably not going to be on their side. It's a back-to-back. It's going to be hard for them to replicate something like that. So the 3-point shooting is probably not going to be there, right? 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 Well, I think not. I'm not going to lie. Because in this game in particular, the Warriors got shot out crazy from 3. Insane. As a collective from a team, they were 20 of 38, chat. 20 of 38, 52% from 3. They shot a higher 3-point percentage than they did from the field. They weren't getting much interior. And they shot 62% at the line, but only 16 free throws. The Warriors shot 38% from 3 and 46% from the field. Mind you, Chad, they only lost by 5. The difference in this game, besides a few things that we'll get to later, is this quarter here. I can just zoom in really quickly. This quarter here, where the Warriors give up a 45-point quarter, which I think, if I'm right, Denver, is the 5th time we did that this season. Fourth time we did that this season, which is absurd, giving multiple 45-point quarters in a single season, probably against the same team as well. Because I think New Orleans probably
it was 2 against the Pelicans.
Yeah, so for some reason the Pelicans just light up against us. I don't know why. CJ McCollum comes into the building, puts up 28 points on 8 of 13 from 3, 10 of 21 from the field, and Trey Murphy comes in and puts up 6 of 9, 24 points on solid efficiency as well. And not to mention, Herb Jones gave you 2 threes, and these were 2 back Barry King Jones. Zion gave you a
Zion.
Zion, man.
Like, are we serious, bro? Chat. It was horrible from the Warriors. Steph had an amazing game outside of the turnovers, which he had 7 of them, to be fair. He was passing the ball pretty carelessly. But 33 points, 16 of them in the fourth quarter, willed us back into the game. And there's a certain individual that you're looking at the starting lineup who also didn't hit 30 minutes. And it may be a bit strange because you're like, how is everyone in the starting lineup hitting 30 minutes but him? And the person I'm referring to is TJD. 22 minutes. Had 10 points, 11 rebounds.
Double-double. 22 minutes.
It was a plus 12, the highest plus minus on the floor. And we'll get into the breakdown because this is the game that really shifted our season from even being an 8 at all. So we'll get into some of the film. You want to pull up this 45-point quarter real quick? I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up Steph's 4th quarter numbers really quickly.
I gotta go back a couple plays. There we go.
It's absolutely outrageous, chat. Absolutely outrageous. This game was a winnable game. You give up a 45-point quarter, which is unheard of. Well, not really unheard of because the Warriors going to hold them time. But like at what time?
Right.
Keep in mind the score coming into this quarter.
Dice and cash.
Wait, am I still underwater?
No.
You're good now.
CJ McCollum on his way. McCollum rhythm 3. So his first 3, and then I hit 9 last night.
10 threes in a quarter, chat. 10.
They get so ridiculous.
Like, chat, there, I'm not too mad at Steph if you kind of expect the blitz, but it happened a few more times.
He missed his first 6 shots, and now he's railed back-to-back threes. And look at all the work Steph has to do. 3 defenders, nowhere to go. The Warriors turn it over. Herb Jones is able to stay home. Trey Murphy.
Like the amount of deep threes from Trey Murphy, bro.
Bro, all his threes were 30
That
footers.
quarter alone.
Every single one were 30 footers.
But he couldn't do that today. When all right,
bad turnover again. Pulls up for 3.
The Warriors cannot win this game with points off turnovers like that.
It was getting ridiculous, Chad.
His
A
only
no-
3-point make was a no dip 3.
over Draymond Green. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Then he came off of here and said, "Fuck it."
Bottoms. Got cooked, man, in that second quarter. I look at this shot quality, bro.
Yeah, mind you, that shot was wide the fuck open. This was an
Yeah.
insane shot.
Insane.
This is every like field goal, by the way. They were just all threes.
And CJ was talking his shit as well. And I remember the Draymond gets to end one. Like the building was just cooked, bro. It was whew. It was
sad.
Yeah, it was definitely sad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let me share my screen really quick. Cause man, and chat. This is the fourth quarter. We cut it. We cut the lead down, right? We were trailing by a lot. We cut the lead down once. They increased the lead again. We cut it back down without Steph on the floor. Gave him a 6-point game, 7:20 to go, and Steph does what Steph does.
He was making crazy miracle shots.
God, look at this merchant, bro.
9-point lead with 4 minutes left.
Twisted his ankle in between those last two shots, by the way.
He did.
12-point lead with 3 minutes left.
Meanwhile, Draymond doesn't take a single shot in the entire game. First player in NBA history to get a double-double without a shot attempted. This was a wild shot, man.
Just watch the score, chat.
You know Zion was going to try to go for the steal, easy lay.
Yeah, Zion gambles a lot on defense, like a lot.
He got 6 steals because of that gambling for this game, but still.
Actually, wait, before I show this possession, I need to show the possession before. I'm sorry. Hold on, Chad. I forgot about this possession. This possession, and we're going to get to like the whole segment of that, but this possession here was egregious. This possession here, hold on. I found it. It's right here. So, chat, y'all see the score? Y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all see the score. It's 106 to 109. The Warriors are down 3. Right? No, I want you to see who's on the floor. Chris Paul, who's for some reason chasing Dyson Daniels, and I don't know why. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins. We close with another small ball 5. With Zion on the floor, mind you. I don't know why. He gets beat. Actually, I'm gonna slow this down. He gets beat, puts up the floater. Now, I want you to think, who could possibly just be on the floor here to probably secure that rebound? Who?
I don't know. I mean, we don't have any centers on the roster, you know.
Because there was a person with 11 boards that only played 21 minutes, you know, less minutes than B-Pods, who was a minus 25 today or that game. And he doesn't close with him. And mind you, chat, before even this play occurred, he had multiple instances, timeouts, ball breaks to insert CJD to get more defense on the floor to actually get more stops.
Multiple.
Because at this point, you have Steph rolling. And to be honest, when Steph is getting at this level of just cooking, you don't really need any source of offense at the moment. You just need to somehow get him open.
I mean, can we look at what Chris Paul provided? Because remember, we closed with Chris Paul over.
There's nothing that he provided. Offensively, he didn't have the ball. He was just in the corner because Steph was cooking. Defensively, he's a liability. So why was he on the floor? No reason. Steve Kerr, stupid again.
Oh, but KB, what I was told is that Chris Paul's impact was to help Steph not turn the ball over.
So you give up another offensive rebound, then which leads to this possession here where CJ McCollum gets the switch, which in hindsight they shouldn't have switched. Steph jumps because he's been cooking and hits the three. Then I'm not even done. I'm not even done yet. Then this possession happens. We here? There's a clip here. I don't know if y'all can see.
Yeah.
Okay. This possession happens, chat. This is right after.
You know how tough that shot is, bro.
So Steph bails you out again and cuts it to three. And like the main premise of what I'm trying to say, Chad, is that TJD playing 21 minutes is absurd.
Especially when like the dagger shot from CJ was a second chance three because we couldn't get the board the first time.
And thank you for showing this, Denver, because I actually had your tweet pulled up too. TJD's on-offs were so obvious. Like, we were clearly better with him on the floor than off the floor, and you don't close with him. And Steve Kerr goes on ahead and says, and like today, oh yeah, and in hindsight, I should have played him more. Well, no shit, jackass. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean in hindsight? Like, I hate when he does that. He just says some stuff like the most obvious thing ever. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have played him more. Well, nigga, you should have made the adjustment earlier. Like, this has continuously been a problem for you, Steve Kerr, majority of the year. A lot of the games that the Warriors have been losing this year has been from you and a lack of adjustment. A lack of actually being able to make the right adjustment, put in the right guys, close with the right guys, find the right lineups. And it took you 60-something games to find even the right lineups and consistency. And even then, you still resort back to old habits and then wonder why your team is just costing them games. It starts with you. It starts with you and your ability to actually coach this team. And you clearly shown this season that you don't have the facilities for that. Unless your ceiling is just to the highest degree, I don't understand like what I see you as like a head coach. I still think you're a good one, but like not playing TGD to close against Zion Williamson is the most obvious thing ever. Not playing Kuminga a lot of minutes is the most obvious thing ever. TJD not getting more minutes than Corey Joseph for majority of the year is the most obvious thing ever. So many obvious things that you just didn't make adjustments to or just made it extremely late. And we're like, okay, here. Like, it's egregious, bro. It's egregious. Absolutely egregious.
And it's not even just the fact that TJD wasn't on the floor. It's the fact that it was Chris Paul as well.
Christopher Paul.
Like, you could have went with B-Pots, who's at least a solid guard rebounder. Even then, I still would have liked TJD.
Moses Moody.
Like,
I could understand the point of having Chris Paul out there more if he actually had the ball as a ball handler in those spots. But Steph
even
literally
then, I
had the
still wouldn't
ball.
understand it because I wouldn't want that.
No, but KB, I'm just saying, even if I give you that point, which I wouldn't, but even if I do give you that point, down the stretch, we couldn't rebound.
But is that even a justifiable
reason?
reason? Like, even if, let's say, CP3 actually was facilitating in that fourth quarter, is that a justifiable reason for you not to play TJD? No, it's not. It's a reason why you have him starting. He's not some starter who's coming out early. He's your starting caliber big. You need to realize this, Steve Kerr. He's your best big man. Like, these small ball lineups, it's not going to work anymore. This is not 2017. It's not 2018. The league is caught up. You can't run these lineups of small ball and expect to outperform guys when A, half the guys on the roster are older, B, their abilities are worse, and C, the league just got better. Like, I just don't understand how you expect to run those type of lineups when it's just not going to work, respectfully. But yeah, I've been saying this all year. There's been so many games this year where we've continuously lost because of lack of decision making, lack of coaching, lack of ability. And this team is, I think, a 47 or 46 win team, something like that, or 46 and 36.
46.
We could have easily been, there's like 4 games that come to mind. The Atlanta game, the Chicago Bulls game, one of the early stints of the Denver game as well, the Clipper game, the Sacramento Kings game. All the Clipper games, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to lie.
The 2 Thunder games.
There's so many games where I can just pinpoint and be like, yep, you didn't make an adjustment here. You didn't make an adjustment here. You didn't make an adjustment here. And we probably could have won that game if you had made that set adjustment. And realistically, even if we go and look at all the blown leads, and let's say we just won like 4 or 5 of those games, something very small, we would have been a 50-win team fighting for a playoff position, home court advantage. Not this like bullshit for the play-in and being in the 10th seed and having to play 2 games. I'm so tired with this season, bro. I'm Chad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so
Kings
glad
on the road, baby. Kings on the road.
I'm so glad it's done. And before we can even get into that, we still have one more game left of the season. Actually, not even. Nah, I'm not
Yeah,
even.
This
we
shit don't matter for real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The last game of the season,
we
we played
have
at Jazz.
Pat Spencer, Usman Garuba, and
Yeah, no one
Jerome
played
Robinson on the
the
floor,
last
man.
season of
Yeah,
the
bro.
game. No one played. Clay Thompson had a good game. Yoo-hoo and the Jazz were hitting threes. Whoop-de-doo. Like that's all that really happened. I'm not gonna lie. We end up winning the game. We stay 10. The Lakers won out their game, blew out the Pelicans, by the way. They just couldn't
Yeah.
shoot anymore. And the
Yeah.
Kings blew out
Kings.
the Trailblazers. And whatever that nigga's name, Bolton.
Yeah, DeLon Manson set a new NBA record.
0 of 15 from 3. He shot my birthday, June 25th. Shout out to him for the birthday pre-gift. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the season at its core.
And,
At its
yep. And the Warriors officially led the NBA in clutch games with 48.
more than half of your games this season were clutch games, which is absolutely absurd. Yeah. Speaking of clutch games and speaking of the season in general, let's just get to it. What is y'all's top 3 or bottom 3 losses of the season? For you personally, not even for like the sake of the Warriors, like to you, which losses like hurt the most? Like even your 3 worst losses.
The Clippers game in LA, because I was at that game. The Kings game, play-in, and then the Nuggets game.
The Jokic game winner?
Yeah.
Okay. Gifted?
For me, I would have to say the OKC game where Chet hits the free throws and send it to overtime, and we lose. The Atlanta game where Steph has 60 points and we lose. And probably after that, the Kings game where we lost a 24-point lead and they were talking about in-season tournament. We're like, oh yeah, we're for sure gonna get in there. And then we go from that to can we just win the game and we still lose off a crazy Malik.
The thing that even pissed me off, oh my god, Stan Van Gundy, can I like not hear him anymore? Because like the thing, like during that game, as the Kings are like down by like 2 with like 30 seconds left, he's talking about the Warriors, if they want a chance in this play, and they need to go to overtime.
Bringing up that in-season tournament week. Yeah. Terrible, man.
Yeah, so
like, bro, our point differential needed to be like 13. Shut the hell up. Just trying to win the game.
There's no value.
Yeah.
And then Malik Monk hits that crazy contested thing off glass and we lose, bro.
A leaner, mag. All right, yeah. So, chat, I know we said to name 3, but there's so many losses to choose
look
from.
At all them L's in between.
Yeah, like the fact that I listed 3 and then Gifted listed 3 and only one of them were common is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. For me, the common one, Atlanta, 60 points. That game egregious. Like I was screaming at my laptop, begging Steve Kerr to put in another big TJD so we can secure some rebounds because Draymond was fighting for his life. That's essentially what cost us the game because Steph was scoring. You got to stop, but you couldn't get a rebound. They got a second chance points. Over and over and over again. So that's my worst loss. Denver, I do have to agree with Denver. That Nuggets game is also up there for me because of the fact that you blew a lead in the fourth quarter and you lost the game off a Jokic fadeaway one-legged step back, lean to the right, off glass 35-footer for the game. And he actually celebrated like it meant something to him too. That's what made it worse even. Like
he did.
If he actually just walked off, I would have never been that bad. Jokic showed emotion. Like it was not it, bro. It was.
Oh, by the way, honorable mention. I'll never ever forget this. When the Pelicans beat us by like 50-something points, but they cut the lead to 10, and then Kerr pulled Steph and Clay, and then we proceeded to get blitzed for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that lost it.
That was wicked.
That was a wicked loss. I'm not gonna lie. And my final loss of the season that actually hurt the most was Chicago. This game here. Where's the Chicago loss at?
No, that was actually a pretty big loss. Yeah.
Where is the Chicago game, bro?
It's a little bit later.
Is
Right,
it?
March
right
7th.
there.
Right
March
here.
7th.
After the Milwaukee win, by the way, which was
This
like,
game, this sequence is insane. You go out, first of all, and you get torched by the Celtics, right?
the Kuminga foul. Ugh.
Torched by the Celtics. Then you go and
Oh,
torch the Milwaukee
yeah.
Bucks. Then you come out, you play the Chicago Bulls, and Steph goes down.
Steph sucked before he
Steph
went down
sucked in
too.
this game. Like he had Nikola Vucevic trying to guard him, and he was forcing up threes and not trying to get to the rim. Bad shot selection, turnovers, and the play that cost us the game was Jonathan Kuminga biting on a DeMar DeRozan pump fake, which was the most obvious thing ever.
And one, by the way.
And one jumper as well. And on top of that, you also had a play where you actually had the ability to, I think, tie the game, and B-Pods missed the layup. So,
Yep.
yeah, this game was
Oh
horrible
my god.
by every means. What?
No, just everything that you just explained.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's my worst loss, like by far, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Now to go into actually, what
Where the
was
hell
y'all?
is this clip?
What was y'all three? Or you're gonna show the clip of Chicago?
I was gonna show the clip of Paul George hitting the
Oh no, we don't need to see that. What was y'all three favorite wins of the season?
man, the immersion. You got to see it from the lower bowl.
I mean, for me, I know for a fact the best win of the season for me had to be versus the Celtics when Steph's in foul trouble for 3 quarters, comes back, dominates the 4th quarter. Kuminga is locking up Tatum on the last possession, tough sidestep 3, and then Steph in overtime pretty much hits the biggest shots and the go ahead, and we beat the best team in the league. That was probably my favorite one. After that, the Suns game winner from Steph, that game was insane, and he really put his exclamation point with his game winner there. And after that, I would go. Oh boy, there's not many to choose from.
Okay, that's crazy.
After that, I think I would lean with the yeah, keep scrolling. Jesus Christ. I'm we suck. I'm gonna go with the Houston win because it shut up the Houston fans, but those are probably my 3 favorite.
Denver, man, what's your three favorite wins of this year?
So the Celtics game has to be near the top. Wow.
Okay.
Scroll down a bit. Yeah, so that's Celtics game. The what game am I thinking of?
Damn, y'all is blanking. This is crazy.
I mean,
It's not a lot to go off.
It's not many
Yeah.
options.
what maybe that nah, I wouldn't say. I was gonna say Atlanta game just because that was the game where Kuminga shot like 10 for 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Field.
25 points on perfect efficiency or perfect accuracy.
Yep.
Can do that today.
He did do that. That is true.
Yeah, he did indeed do that. And then maybe the Bucks game where he won by 35.
Yeah. So I think we can all agree. My favorite game of the season was the Boston game. That game was just sensational
That game
from
was
all
great.
aspects. You've seen Jonathan Kuminga's impact, Steph in the 4th quarter go crazy, and the emergence of the young Trace Jackson and Davis, you know what I'm saying, with 15 rebounds. So shout out to the Warriors in that game. That was an insane game for the Dubs, you know what I'm saying. My second favorite game, actually would be the most recent, this game right here. Where is it? This game here. This Laker game where we waxed 26 threes and we were just clicking on all cylinders. There was threes where Steph was hitting where LeBron was vividly getting angry every time he hit a 3. Draymond went 5 for 5. And it was just vibes, man. One of my favorite ones of the year. And it's Lakers plus Low was here. You know, she got to taunt him a little bit. It'd be funny. And it was definitely one of my favorite ones of the season. Now,
Draymond 5 for 5.
Yeah, and my third favorite is definitely Houston as well. Just came in, I put on business. Steph and Clay combined for like I don't even know how much. I think 29 apiece.
They had a good game
They
together.
just they laid the smackdown on the young Rockets, man. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? On them young Bulls, bro. So shout out
Absolutely.
to them. Honorable mention, that Phoenix game was definitely impressive. And also another honorable mention, this game, this Indiana Pacers game for me as well was insane.
Oh
Where Steph
yeah,
went-
that was a good game too.
where Steph went
Yeah.
6 for 6. Oh my god. You remember that? Yeah. So
When he shot,
on!
when he shot over the double, yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was
shit
crazy
was
game.
insane. That's when Steph was on his heater vibes, man. So shout
In
out
his
to
bag.
It's so crazy. I'm really looking at this, bro. It says lost Steph 60. Like that is insane. Bro.
Yeah, lost Steph 60 points. That's actually funny. to
Chat,
look
I
at.
don't think y'all niggas understand.
I
how
never
crazy it is.
never thought I'd see the day.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait,
I
it
really
says
didn't
lost
think it would
Steph
ever
60,
happen.
and the Pots has 11 rebounds.
It said, bro, that's insane. 60 and then 11 rebounds. You lose this game. Steve Kerr is a
Hilarious.
terrorist, bro. Genuinely, it's insane.
Big shout out to Steve Kerr, man. You know?
Big shout out to the terrorist Steve Kerr, dog, because this nigga is a different level of insane. Because how the hell do you let this happen? Like, how do you let this happen? But we discussed the 3 best L's, the 3 best W's.
Time
We
gets
gotta-
playoff seeding or
We got to
post-season
get to the most important part, bro. We got to get to the most
Yeah,
important
man.
part.
The postseason
The
matchup.
infamous. Wait, let me pull up a graphic just to make sure it looks nice. You know. Actually,
NBA.com, it'll show you one.
nah, I have something better.
Oh man, it's about to get nasty.
What do you mean I'm nasty? What you talking about? Where is it? Okay, right here. Perfect.
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 That is insane. Wow.
Why did I just do that so perfectly?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
very,
why
very
did you
good
do
actually.
that? Okay, that's a little bit strange. I'm not gonna lie. It's not letting me download this. Okay, there we go. I can save the image now. Thank you. And thank you.
Oh, it's about to be a very nasty moment. We're gonna find out though.
It won't be that bad. Actually, this image is small as hell. Damn. That's crazy.
Hold on. Oh my god, I need to.
Oh no, here we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh,
Nice. There we go. Okay. We locked.
what?
All right.
What are we doing?
So
Oh wow.
the matchup of the
This is a picture you spent. This pixelated ass picture.
Yo, let's lock in, bro. The matchup of the century, chat. The Golden State Warriors are playing the Sacramento Kings at the what's it called? The Golden One Center? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
At the Golden One Center. You know what I'm saying? On Tuesday, probably gonna be a late night game, late vibes. What are y'all thoughts about this game? Honestly, what do you think is gonna happen? What did the Warriors need to do to win? Talk to me, guys. What's going on?
Fox is gonna have 35. Harrison Barnes will have 15 points, but it's gonna be a big 15. And Steph needs to cook. That is the game. That's what I got for you. We're gonna be hearing crazy bells in the arena. I expect Sabonis to, be in the form. Since it's postseason time, Steve Kerr is going to play Looney bigger minutes. And hopefully we can get the same Looney of old versus this Kings team. We'll see. What else?
Do you think
What else?
Steve Kerr might pull a let me start Looney in this game?
I think he would do that. I wouldn't be surprised.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Denver, what's your thoughts, man?
I think that rebounding is going to be absolutely critical, especially with the rebounding leader in the game.
Trey
I'm
Jackson
not
Davis?
sure.
Let me stop.
I'm not sure if Kevon Looney is going to have a turn the clock back type of game where it's just like, I don't know, how Steph is with Houston, Kevon Looney is with Domantas Sabonis. But we will definitely see. That's going to be definitely one key of the game. They don't have Malik Monk, so you're already kind of given an advantage there.
Mm-hmm.
But we will definitely see.
Mm.
Keon Ellis is going to be a factor.
He most definitely will be a factor. I do agree.
He definitely will be. Yeah.
A factor nonetheless, man.
Harrison Barnes.
Oh, I forgot about that fuck nigga. Jeez.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes gonna
Oh
fill
my
up that
God,
bag.
I forgot about that guy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Low key, to be honest with you, bro. Let me get this image off the screen because I feel like a jackass.
Yeah, you are a jackass for that. It's cool though.
Okay, don't talk to me like that, nigga. I don't appreciate that, bro.
What you talking about? I go get a bag of rice right now.
You won't, nigga. You won't.
Okay.
Sure. Chat, for those of you who don't know, Gifted can't afford a bag of rice, so apparently he shouldn't be living right now, according to his theory.
Yeah.
And things of that nature. But no, the matchup that I'm interested to see, obviously, is Stephen Curry and De'Aaron Fox. Now, these two last season were something special, in my opinion. They were legitimately just having the dual. I don't want to say the dual eccentric because that sounds OD, but like they were having a very good series against one another. I think De'Aaron Fox was for a first playoff series. It was like pretty impressive.
Hold on, hold on.
Better image. Facts. That's sneaky.
No,
Wait, someone in the chat said that sneaky was the funniest interaction from KB and Gifted. Oh, you guys talking about the right shit? Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Random side note. I miss Steph with the little arm sleeve like that arm sleeve shit because I know he was wearing for his shoulder.
Yeah,
that was low-key kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie. Chat.
It was.
Were y'all fucking with the little arm sleeve shit?
It was kind of tough.
It was kind of tough. It was tough.
He still has it in 2K, even though he hasn't worn it a single game this season. But
talking about a game that doesn't care about its game, so it's supposed to be real, guys. Come on, it's 2024, man. 2K does not give a fuck about anything besides microtransactions. Listen, yeah, this duel here, these two individuals, De'Aaron Fox, Steph Curry. What do you expect from them in this game? Because it is a 1-game sample size. Obviously, we know what Steph is against the Sacramento Kings, especially his last time being in a playoff like atmosphere in Sacramento. He had one of the best games of his playoff career, put up 50 points, backpacked the Warriors to a Game 7 win at the most hostile arena in the NBA. And De'Aaron Fox, to his own right, before breaking his own finger, was sensational in those fourth quarters, putting the Warriors away, slicing the defense up, getting to the basket, playing extremely well in the PNR. What do you guys think of this matchup going forward in this game on Tuesday?
Oh man.
It depends on whether Steph still believes he is the owner of Golden One Center or not.
They're gonna be bringing up that 50-point game a lot in that Kings locker room.
Both of them are going back and forth.
Yeah. We'll get 2016 Finals Harrison Barnes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, like the shot making from De'Aaron Fox in this game was insane.
Steph had, bro, what a game. This was a wild game, bro.
It was. Steph came off. It was crazy shot making in this game, man.
They were dead going back and forth.
Well, we get 2016 Finals Harrison Barnes. We kind of need that. I'm not gonna lie, because this nigga can't show up against us. If he also shows up, that's GG. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson. Man, bro, we really could have won this game. It was just elite shot making.
This was a very back and forth game. This was a great game, honestly. Really good game.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish Wiggins never went under because it's not smart to go under that ball screen right there. We went. This is an insane shot. We're going shot for shot. I think this was Steph hit that insane corner three. My God, bro.
Hooper.
Insane.
Also got to hope that Draymond doesn't get baited with the Sabonis thing, but we should be fine, right?
Man, the stadium was jumping, bro.
No, this shot.
No, this shot right here, bro.
Dude.
Oh, bullshit, my God. Man. That was so crazy. He wet that shit crazy, man. That was wild.
On the pod, Gifted?
Hey, what a shot, man. Who answer? Scoop. Give me those. Tough. Super tough.
Thank you. Somehow, at least Raquel noticed that, bro. This nigga's insane. Stacks that.
Pause anything. Cash money.
Man,
AP.
this is the stuff. This is the stuff I miss, bro.
The Hooper Steph. The don't care about
Anthony
passing
Lamb.
Steph. Oh, Anthony Lamb from the bench.
Get to the Baja lay.
Chat, how much you want to bet that Moses Moody will actually get minutes?
How do you decline so much in one season? You know the reason. I'm telling you, chat. I'm so convinced the reason why this nigga's look so bad this year is because how much he's off ball, and you would think, oh, he's better on ball, but no, nigga. It's just like, I mean, he's better off, but like, it's not it, bro. It's not it. It's not it. But to get, let's get back to the matchup. Denver, what do you think is gonna happen?
Marcel, how you doing?
What do you think is gonna happen with that matchup?
It's either gonna go one of two ways. We're either gonna have somewhat of a close game that we kind of pull away from in the second half, or they're gonna blitz us in the second quarter.
Yeah, there's no in between.
And we're gonna be fighting an uphill battle the rest of the game. And
So
what happens from there, who knows?
to get to the uphill battle part, obviously this year our bench has been amazing. I think it's been one of the reasons why we've been very good this year. Not very good, sorry. One of the reasons why we've been okay this year. Is it insane for me to say, like, do we rely on the bench as much? Who do we rely on the bench from? Like, what's the dynamic there?
B Pods has to shoot the ball.
He has to shoot the ball. That's for sure.
You cannot be doing this closeout shit in the play-in, bro. I will actually lose my mind if he does this shit.
One player I'm actually interested to see that's going to have a big impact coming off the bench, I'm assuming, if he plays off the bench, it's Kuminga. Yeah, he obviously has the athleticism, the size to get to the basket.
There's no really rim protection.
There's no rim protection with that lineup neither. And if you beat your first man, you're far clear. And on top of that, the Kings this year, last time I checked, they've still been the worst team percentage-wise at giving up threes. Like, what teams walk into their building and shoot 42%. So that maybe that's something to look at for the Warriors as well. Yeah, in terms of other guys, Wiggins, defensively, you're gonna have the matchup with De'Aaron Fox. He's been obviously not as potent as what he usually is, but it's a one-game sample size. You can't really use tendencies, like any sample sizes, percentages. It's hard to look at with a game that's just down to one. So play him how you usually play him. Fight over the ball screens if he has it going from three. Kind of dare him to shoot a little bit over the top. When you send him into the paint now, you have TJD to kind of combat a little bit of the rim deterrence over there too. So I think that is one thing. I think the Warriors actually low-key want to slow pace down against the Kings. Don't let them actually push pace too much and get into a pace game with them, because you're not the same team that can execute in transition. You've been horrible this year in transition, so control the ball. That's another thing. Control the ball. No turnovers, no points off for turnovers is I'm not saying hold each other to zero, because that's impossible, but do a job like taking care of the ball. And this is my most important thing. This is legitimately my most important point for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Please, for the love of God, Steph Curry, do not play like JJ Redick in this game. Like, this is like, if there's a game where I need you to actually play on ball and you be used in the pick and roll, then give up the ball to relocate, and not this JJ Redick, like Kyle Korver bullshit that you be doing. It can't be that. It can't be on Tuesday. You have to set the tone on Tuesday, especially early when the stadium is jumping. You need to set that tone. And y'all been doing that for majority of the year. That's the most important part to me. Like, that's the most important part. For me,
JJ Redick was kind of...
That's dead ass what he's doing, my nigga. He's coming off of pin downs, curls,
That was aggressive.
floppies. Like, nigga, he's not on ball, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Niggas use him like he's Clay with like 3.
B.O.B.
It's insane, bro. Anyways,
Pick it.
now we can talk about the future matchup if y'all want.
Man, I ain't talking about no damn future.
Man, we
No. I'm talking about the second playing game, not any playoff scenario. I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean Lakers Pelicans?
Yeah. So Lakers play the Pelicans as well in the play-in on Tuesday. I don't know if they play Tuesday too, but they play Tuesday. I think so.
Yeah.
Lakers play the Pels. I think the Pels have home court advantage. They play at home. Interesting game because they beat them today, like waxed them out the gym. I think, me personally, obviously, I think the Lakers are going to win. So most likely, we're probably going to see the Pelicans in the play-in, in my opinion. And now, if the Pelicans somehow win the play-in game, that'd be insane. But I don't think, you know what I'm saying, we're going to actually, who knows? Maybe the script is cooking up a Lakers Warriors once and for all who can get into the playoff type thing for the 8th seed. Who knows?
I think so.
I think that for that game in particular, I think the Lakers will win. The Pelicans obviously were shooting insane numbers against us and the Kings, but then they didn't shoot well against the Lakers. Fine. What do y'all think that is gonna be like for the Lakers in that game in particular? Like,
are the Pelicans shooting 52% from three?
It's a 1-game sample. Literally anything could happen in this game. The Lakers could fuck around and put up 142. Like, they could do anything they want in that game, right? You have LeBron, you have AD, you have obviously like postseason kind of guys, risers, right? And the Pelicans have Zion. Obviously, he's kind of neutralized with AD's rim returns. But you have BI back, Trey Murphy, CJ's been hooping. Are you able to upkeep what CJ's been putting up for you in terms of three-point shot making? Are you able to continue to find Trey Murphy in these pockets for these threes? Is Herb Jones able to continue to hit his threes?
Trey Murphy hitting 32-foot threes, yeah.
And how important is someone like Jonas Valanciunas as well? Like, being able to crash the glass, space the floor, keep AD a little bit honest by trying to make him close out a little bit sometimes. But to be honest with you, I think the Lakers will win solely off the fact that, like, you have 2 caliber of players who are risers in the postseason. You should win this game because you're, in my opinion, the better team, regardless of record. And I think that they will win. Now, we can play both sides here. If they lose, because we're going to have to talk about this. So it will happen. And not it will happen. It might happen. But yeah, I'm low-key was starting to believe gifted. It's a high possibility this might happen. Lakers
will be mad as hell at that shooting, boy.
Playing game part 2. What are we thinking, bro? What are we thinking, bro?
Oh my goodness.
Talk about it.
Well, one thing I do know, if that does happen, we need to do another. We need to get low here again.
Christ.
Yeah, that's not. I'm afraid that's not happening. Probably he's definitely gonna be shooting that in his room. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but it will be. Don't get it twisted. It probably will be jumping in here too. So, yeah, this game, that will be the game of all games. I'm not gonna lie. That game in particular there's so much on the line. Now, you know, I could be nasty and be like, the Lakers have 2 top 10 players. I was told 2 top 5 players in the postseason, so they should be the clear favorites to win this game. But you know, I'd look like a nasty individual saying that, even though you could argue that is true. Now for the Warriors in this game, most important things for you, Draymond, play. It's going to be hard for you to play as a roamer because your lineup is probably going to be D'Lo, Reeves, LeBron, AD, and Rui. Now there's not really any non-spaces on the floor. You kind of might have to dare Rudy to hit jump shots, but you're not going to be playing off him all game. And with AD, I think it's going to be tough for him to be guarding him on the low block, but you do have TJD to kind of help side a bit, crash the glass, play in space with him as well. With the Lakers, I actually don't mind us playing in space because of the fact that they are a faster team, but we don't want to see them in the half-court setting with AD just sitting and drop. It's going to be hard for us to get some looks going, especially for TJD. So, like, off of catches, off of rebounds, I think the most important part is placement and pushing the pace and being able to fill in the spaces correctly. For Steph, I think he's going to be able to get off. He's normally been getting off against the Lakers all season. I think his best team that he's been playing against consistently is the Lakers, which is surprising because Steph normally doesn't really cook against the Lakers. It's like that much.
He's been kind of good versus them this season.
Yeah. Clay, obviously, I think his importance being a movement shooter, make them guard east to west, have the ball swinging in rotation, a lot of off-ball actions as well. Low in chat is saying Lakers weren't health regardless. You niggas don't guard the 3-point line, period. I don't know what health has to do with that, and you know that. Yeah, and in the same game where Vando played, he actually had his best game with everyone there. So again, like I said, he's chatting. For the Lakers, I'm trying to think of some ways for us to combat them on defense. Defensively, AD I think is gonna get his, bro. LeBron is gonna be getting his too, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to give up simultaneously at the same time, like both of them being able to attack you. I think for AD specifically, we have to make him jump shot heavy Make him live with mid-range jump shots outside of the restricted area. Just make him live on those jump shots and die by those jump shots. Keep AD off the glass. Limit them in transition too because they're solid in transition. They're high in pace. I think they're like top 5 in pace this year. Yeah. So
For me, KB, it's the Chris Paul minutes. Like, what are those looking like? Is he taking minutes away from Trace Jackson down the stretch? Are we overplaying the Draymond at the 5 lineups? That's really my question with our team. Mostly.
that is also true because I don't want it to get to a point where we're scratching for offense and then we go away from TJD, knowing that he's an instant lob threat and instant like 8 to 10 points off of just dunks alone. And I hate when Steve Kerr goes away from that because it's the most annoying thing ever. But we do it. That is a factor. You are 100% right. B pods, he has to again. Like I think B pods, Kaminga, and we haven't even talked about Moody at all because we don't even know if he's going to play. These guys are all important, especially B pods. Defensively, they could be fine. Rebounding is fine. We need his scoring aggression and shooting like the most, especially on those bench lineups. Because I hate watching stints of Chris Paul trying to run these pick and roll, and when he can't get to that mid-range pocket to shoot, coming off of his right shoulder, it's so cooked. Like it's so cooked. And like every time Chris Paul, I don't know if they notice this, when Chris Paul comes off this ball screen, he never comes off this ball screen to attack his left. Never. No. He comes off of the right or left. If he's coming off of it left, he snakes right, gets a little push dribble, right shoulder, lean, and shot.
So also need Draymond to actually take shots. I'm sorry, but it's absolutely disgusting for you to play starter minutes and take 0 shots in a game.
No, but that game was one as an anomaly. 2, I think that him not shooting in that game wasn't your issue. I'll be honest. Like it didn't. You could go back and watch the game. It didn't stand out that this nigga didn't actually shoot the ball. Like it didn't. Like it didn't. Because
I don't even think we knew that until
we didn't know that until the very end. Neither. So like it wasn't a matter of Draymond's just point blank not taking shots that he should take. Defense was actually being honest with him, actually like not even daring him to shoot threes at times. They were still playing high. Reason being is because Zion was blitzing every Steph and Draymond ball screen, like every single one. But yeah, honestly, that's gonna wrap up the season though, man. What a season, mid-season, filler season, garbage season, whatever they want to call it.
You have the clip? Yep.
Is this when Steph missed the step back and then Draymond shot the 3?
No.
Yeah. Oh, Steph missed this.
This is the Paul George step back over Clay.
Man.
That was a bad loss.
So many bad losses, bro. So many bad losses. But listen, chat. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the post notifications. Actually, comment down below what your favorite moment of the season was and your least favorite moment as well.
We have a quote from Mr. Green about the matchup with Sacramento.
Oh, what he says here. Okay.
Hold on. Let's lock in, chat.
So they're going to run a lot of things through Sabonis. Obviously, everything starts with the head of snake in, and everybody else kind of gets theirs off those 2 guys. They're very much so a pattern team. Like they got their things that they want to get to. So going into the game and understanding that what the things that we'll be trying to take away, not let them get to those patterns. But yeah, we know them well, they know us well, so it won't be no surprise.
They overcame a big deficit. What's sort of the electricity like when you guys played the Kings the last 2 games?
It's always a playoff type game. Like you feel that you go into.
That's true.
How the mighty have fallen, man. We're competing with the Kings in playoff atmospheres. Shit's insane.
Yeah, it kind of has brewed into that, but for us, it's another game that we have to go win. We got to go get it done.
Yeah, so shout out to Draymond. I said Draymond.
Shout out to Draymond.
Draymond Green, man. Shout out to Draymond Green for the facts. You actually do have to go out and win. So nigga, win. Please don't get in no chirping battle with Sabonis. If that nigga says anything to you, just look straight, bro. Don't even look at bro. Just look straight. Because the last thing I need is Steph having another mental breakdown. That's another thing. We didn't even get to that because that was insane too. Yeah, I'm a shambles, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the post notifications to be notified when we next upload. Comment your favorite moment of the season or your least favorite moment. Comment something, honestly, and like the video. It helps with the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I've been KB. Oh my God.
Follow the Twitter too, by the way. Goldblooded Pods.
That is true.
Tap in there with a Z.
That is true. We have a Twitter account officially. Goldblooded. The link will be in the description as well as the link to the playback, like always. I've been KB. It's been my guys, Denver and Gifted. We'll catch y'all next week again, I guess, going forward with some topics about the Warriors in the offseason.
Possibly for the last time this season.
Maybe it might be the last
Season.
like regular / postseason pod of the year before we get into some offseason stuff. And yeah, chat. Catch y'all boys, man. Peace.